Long-term leave requests fall under two leave types: extended unpaid and extended paid. Extended unpaid leave is available to all management, non-bargaining/non-management, and permanent union staff to use to request unpaid time off for periods of 21 days or longer. When selecting this leave type using the electronic form, employees will be asked to select a reason for the request as outlined on the screen. One of the reasons listed is absence keeper use only. This reason is for timekeepers to use when entering leave for employees who are not currently using SSLA to request time off. Employees should remember that any unpaid leaves for 21 days or longer will affect their benefits, including pension, medical, and dental, as well as annual, sick, and/or paid leave. For specific information regarding how benefits are impacted during an extended unpaid leave, employees should contact Compensation and Benefits at compensationbenefits@gov.nl.ca. Let's take a look at each of the extended unpaid reasons, when to use them, the documentation required, and the required approval levels. Maternity/paternity/parental leave is available to employees requesting an extended unpaid leave for the birth or adoption of a child. For unpaid sick leave requests that are 21 days or longer, the employee would request extended leave unpaid and select the reason, unpaid extended sick leave. There are various reasons for an employee to request unpaid leave for more than 21 days. If the reason an employee is requesting this leave is not listed, they should select unpaid leave long-term and add a requester comment with any details they would like to share with their approver. Once again, comments are optional and should include the information that the employee is comfortable sharing. All requests for unpaid leave, long-term, requires multiple levels of approval, with the final approval resting with the Deputy Minister. The extended unpaid leave type also has a union business leave reason for bargaining unit staff who are union representatives to use to request 21 days or longer off to conduct business on behalf of the union. Once again, any leave requests for union business requires written notice from the union. Long-term leave requests for union business require Deputy Minister approval, so these requests will flow to all approvers up to the DM level. For extended unpaid leave requests for educational purposes, the employee should select the Education Unpaid reason. Approval for this leave would also require approval at all levels, up to and including the Deputy Minister. If an employee is a member of the reserves, they can request an unpaid leave using the military reason. To qualify for a military leave request, the employee must provide written verification of reserve service from a reserve official. Please note that although this reason is listed under extended leave, the employee may request less than 21 days off. Once again, Deputy Minister approval is required for this leave type, which means that the employee's request will route through multiple approval levels until it reaches the DM. Now that we have reviewed the extended unpaid reasons, let's look at the reasons listed for the extended paid leave requests. Extended leave paid is available to all management, non-bargaining/non-management, and permanent union staff to use to request leave with pay for 21 days or longer. Like the extended unpaid leave, the employee will be asked to select a reason for all extended paid leave requests which are outlined on the screen. Absence keeper use only is listed for timekeepers to use when entering leave for employees who are not currently using SSLA to request time off. Let's look at each of the extended paid leave reasons. Often, employees returning from long-term disability insurance leave will return on an ease-back schedule, meaning they work only some of their scheduled hours in any given day or week. For the hours the employee is at work, they would receive their normal pay, while hours they are not able to work as per their ease-back schedule, they would record this time as extended leave paid, ease-back LTD. Easeback unpaid sick leave / paid leave is for employees returning from extended time off due to illness, and they are returning to work on an easeback schedule. For the hours the employee is at work, they would receive their normal pay, while hours they are not able to work, as per their easeback schedule, they would record this time as extended leave paid, easeback unpaid sick leave / paid leave. Although both easeback LTD and easeback unpaid sick leave / paid leave are listed under the long-term leave types, in some circumstances an employee may be on an easeback schedule for less than 21 days. If an employee on your team is out of the office for more than 5 consecutive days, then it is their manager's responsibility to contact the Integrated Disability Manager, IDM, in HR. The employee would provide any medical documentation during their leave and easeback periods to their IDM manager. When an employee is returning to work on an easeback schedule, to avoid an overpayment situation, they receive their pay 2 weeks in arrears. The employee is paid for the hours they work, which may be different than the easeback schedule originally provided by the IDM manager. For example, an employee's easeback schedule may be for 20 hours per week. However, upon their return, they are only able to work 15. For any hours worked during their easeback period, the employee would receive their regular pay. You should record any hours the employee works on the request for compensation form and send it to Compensation and Benefits. They will use the hours you have recorded on this form to pay the employee. If you do not have this form or have any question on how to complete it, please contact Compensation and Benefits. Employees on an easeback schedule must use SSLA to record their time out of the office. They can use the 2 easeback reasons listed under the extended paid leave type, easeback LTD and easeback unpaid sick leave / paid leave. As well, there will be times when an employee uses their bank sick, paid, or annual leave for hours that they are not at work. In these cases, the employee would complete a leave request for the hours not worked using the sick, paid, or annual leave type. Although easeback is listed under a long-term leave type, an employee could be on an easeback schedule for less than 21 days. Requests for extended paid leave for employees to attend an educational program for 21 days or longer would require the reason education paid. All requests for extended paid leave education require multiple levels of approval, with the final level of approval resting with the Deputy Minister. The deferred salary reason is for permanent staff who have approval from their Deputy Minister to participate in the deferred salary leave plan to request their deferred time off. When requesting this leave, final approval will be required from the Deputy Minister, which means that the request will go to all approver levels up to the DM. For details on eligibility and requirements of the Deferred Salary Leave Plan, please consult your collective agreement and/or the HR policies on the government website at Departments and Agencies, Human Resource Secretariat, Human Resource Policies, Alphabetical Policy List, D, Deferred Salary Leave. If an employee on your team is planning a long-term leave or is on long-term leave, the manager should contact their HR consultant for support and advice. Specifically, the HR consultant can provide advice to you on the types of leave the employee is eligible to use, including the number of days they are entitled to receive. After 21 days of unpaid leave in any fiscal year, an employee's benefits are impacted. Your HR consultant will provide an overview of the impact on the employee's benefits. For some long-term leaves, an employee letter is required. Your HR consultant will complete the letter and send it to the employee. Long-term leaves generally impact an employee's pay. Your HR consultant will contact Compensation and Benefits requesting any changes in payroll. So, for example, If an employee is approved for an unpaid education leave, the HR consultant will ensure that the employee's pay is stopped. We do not want to have to contact the employee while they are on leave and ask them to repay money they received in error. Leave requests are considered short or long-term depending on the length of time requested off. Specifically, short-term requests are usually for 20 days or less, while requests for 21 days or longer are considered long-term. The level of approval required is determined by the leave type requested. For example, all short-term requests for annual, paid, and sick leave are reviewed and either approved or denied by the person the employee reports to directly, while extended unpaid leave for union business, education, and military reasons require multiple levels of approval. For some leave types, documentation is required and has been outlined in the leave descriptions we just reviewed. However, your department may request additional documentation when considering an employee's request for leave. Leave eligibility and requirements are outlined in collective agreements and HR policies. You should be referencing these documents when making the decision to approve or deny a leave request. Once again, your HR consultant is available to answer questions and provide clarification and advice. If you would like to keep a copy of the leave type descriptions, a leave types documentation required and approval level job aid can be found in the resources section of this course. Before we move to the next section of the training, let's test our knowledge. Question number 1, true or false? Extended/long-term leave requests are typically for 21 days or more. The answer is A, true. With few exceptions, extended leaves are for 21 days or longer. Question number 2, true or false? Employees returning to work on an easeback schedule from long-term disability insurance must use easeback LTD to request hours not worked during the easeback period. The answer is A, true. The easeback LTD reason is used by employees who are receiving long-term disability insurance to record hours not worked during an easeback period. Question number 3, true or false? An employee's benefits will not be affected by long-term leaves, paid or unpaid. The answer is B, false. Within any fiscal year, if an employee uses 21 days or more of unpaid leave, their benefits will be impacted. Question number 4. If an employee is off sick for more than 5 consecutive days, the employee's manager should contact the IDM manager in HR. The answer is A, true. After an employee has been off sick for more than 5 consecutive days, the IDM manager will contact the employee and work with them for their safe return to work. Question number 5. Now that employees on an easeback schedule are recording their hours out of the office in SSLA, I do not have to complete a request for compensation form for compensation and benefits. The answer is B, false. A request for compensation form must be completed and sent to compensation and benefits so the employee can be paid for any hours worked during their easeback period. Once the easeback is completed, the employee will return to their regular pay cycle. Now that we are more familiar with the various leave types, let's look at the employee system functionalities in PeopleSoft.